Greetings, beloved friends. Welcome once again to Timeless Reality, where we speak truth, explore wisdom, and shine light on the realities that shape our everyday lives. I am Amuchi Okoro, and today's conversation touches every one of us. Whether you are young or old, married or single, wealthy or striving, a leader, a follower, or simply a human being navigating the complex web of relationships in our society. Today, we discuss a truth many avoid, misunderstand, or misjudge. Why people sometimes pull back from others, why some relationships never feel balanced, and why respecting personal space is not arrogance but wisdom. This message will challenge you, it will inspire you, it will open your eyes to how natural laws govern even our closest human interactions. And what is this topic I am talking about? I caption it, respecting personal boundaries, building bridges without losing yourself. Now, stay with me. Let us look at the reality of this topic of discussion. That obviously is not every closeness that is comfortable. Yes, it is not every closeness that is comfortable. You see, in life, people draw close to others as friends, allies, colleagues, relatives, or helpers. They visit often, they call often, they want to know everything, they offer help, they offer companionship, they feel comfortable, sometimes too comfortable. But the truth is, the other person may not want that level of closeness. Yes. Not because they are wicked, not because they are proud, not because they dislike you, not because they feel too big, but simply because every human being has the right to guide his or her personal space. That is just the fact. Now, you know that space is not selfishness. Space is not pride. Space is not emotional distance. Space is the oxygen of the soul. Some people connect easily. Some people connect slowly. Some people connect deeply with only a selected few. And that is okay by them. Let us look at why misunderstanding happens. Most times when someone tries to get close and the other does not respond with equal energy, frustration enters. You begin to feel and hear things like, how can I be doing all this for him and he is behaving like this? Does she think she is too important? Does he appreciate my care? Is he trying to avoid me? Then before you know it, the one giving begins to feel rejected. Their ego becomes bruised. They begin to interpret space as hostility. But hear these truths. Closeness is a choice, not a debt. Kindness is a gift, not a demand. And nobody owes you their inner world. Considering the natural law perspective of this discussion, why this happens? Let us look at this through the natural laws of creation. Firstly, the law of attraction of homogeneous species and spiritual gravity. We all know that like attracts like. Spirits of similar maturity, values, outlook, and rhythm connect naturally. No matter how hard you force yourself into someone's space, if your inner nature is not aligned with theirs, the relationship will always feel imbalanced. You may be loud, they are quiet. You may be expressive, they are reserved. You may bond through closeness, but they bond through space. Nature keeps each spirit in its rightful place. Secondly, the law of sowing and reaping. If your intention for closeness is pure, you reap peace. If your intention is control, entitlement, or insecurity, you reap frustration. The universe mirrors your inner motive. And thirdly, the law of balance. Every relationship must have balance. Where balance is missing, discomfort appears. When one person gives excessively and expects emotional closeness in return, and the other person cannot or does not want to respond equally, nature introduces friction to restore equilibrium. Let's mirror the discussion to misinterpretation by society. Yes, the way the society misinterprets this. It is obvious that society loves labels. If someone guards his space, people say, he is proud, she is arrogant, he feels too big, she is forming. But most of the time, it is not pride, it is not ego, it is not class. It is simply self-awareness, the maturity to know your limits, and the courage to protect your peace. The problem is not the one guiding their space. The problem is our society's inability to differentiate boundary from arrogance and personal space from dislike. That is just the problem. Now, let us try to consider this discussion from the perspective of a society suffering from social boundary blindness. Yes, I call it social boundary blindness. Again, permit me to call it forced closeness. Yes, forced closeness is dangerous. It creates one-sided friendships, imbalanced marriages, community misunderstandings, workplace toxicity, even national crisis. The same thing happens in families, in siblings, in our various places of worship. People feel entitled to access into people's lives. They demand closeness. They expect information. They assume rights. They want to be involved in what does not concern them. This creates tension, gossips, disunity, jealousy, unrealistic expectations, and unnecessary emotional wounds. But I ask, can we be pragmatic here in this discussion? Can we consider the other extreme, which is telling us, do not build walls? Now, let me bring in balance in this discussion. Just because you have personal space does not mean you should use it to oppress others. Some people use wealth, status, beauty, intelligence, or social advantage as an excuse to build unnecessary emotional walls. I want to tell you that this is not maturity. This is ego hiding behind boundaries. True boundaries protect peace. False boundaries protect pride. The goal of this message is not to give anyone the license to disrespect others, look down on people, or destroy human relationships. No. Human beings need one another. Community is a gift. Relationship is strength. Connection is soul nourishment. But even bridges need pillars. And boundaries are the pillars that make connection healthy. So, how do we get it right? The timeless reality remedies. Number 1, know when you are invading another person's space. Every mature adult must learn the wisdom of self-regulation. Before you enter someone's space, observe their tone, body language, energy, and interest level. If they step back respectively on your own. Number 2, give without expecting emotional reward. Help because it is right, not because you want closeness. Number 3, ask before entering. Are you comfortable? Can I come over? Do you want to talk? Because consent applies in relationships too. Number 4, stop mislabeling people. Not everyone who keeps to themselves is proud. Some are simply protecting their inner peace. Number 5, build bridges, not walls. Have warmth without intrusion. Have friendliness without entitlement. Have connection without pressure. Number 6, heal your ego. Ego is the part of you that feels offended when someone chooses space. Let it go. Respect people's choice. Number 7, align with natural laws in relationships. Let relationships flow, not force. Only the connections meant for you will stay. What is not homogeneous will naturally drift away. Let us look at the final truth of this discussion. Human beings are unique. No two souls connect the same way. Some relationships will be deep. Some will be distant. Some will be short. Some will last for a lifetime. But what matters is this: respect people, respect their boundaries, respect their reading, respect their journey. If you do this, you will never feel rejected, never feel offended, never feel inferior, and never feel entitled to another person's inner world. Because wisdom teaches that the strongest relationships are not forced, they grow naturally. So, beloved listeners, as you go into the world today, carry this truth. Respect people's space. Don't force closeness. Don't misjudge boundaries. Don't allow ego to rewrite stories that are not true. And above all, align with the natural laws. Walk in truth and let your life be a timeless message to the world.